feel like I deal with pressure well. I do feel like I can start playing a lot better. I probably haven't been playing at the top of my game since I've moved to City at the start of last season, but I think I've showed glimpses of it. And over the next 2 months especially, I'm just going to try and get my head down as much as I can and work so hard and hopefully good things will happen. Before I moved to City 3-4 years, I knew that I was going to play every game, every minute of every game, and I was captain there, and like he says, I was one of the first names on the team sheet. When you come to now a club like City, who just obviously this is no disrespect to the people that I was with at Villa. It was a brilliant club with very good players. But when you come to City and you have the likes of Kevin, Phil, I could go on and on. It's difficult. We've even got a fullback at the moment in João Cancelo, who I reckon one of the best wingers in the world. So yeah, it's obviously different. It's difficult at times, because when I was at Villa, for example, I had that. Well, I just played every game. You felt like you was in a rhythm. But listen, you're going to get that. When you're playing at a club, with so many top players, and as long as we're training well and we're playing well, it's all right.
Kevin De Bruyne has been speaking about you, and he says that he thinks you're unfairly targeted, as a lot of English players are. He says because he thinks of this English mentality of criticising their own, so that if Italian players, for example, went out or for a night out, they wouldn't be treated in the same way as when English players are spotted out on a night out. Do you think he's right?
I'll ask you, do you?
Yeah, I think he is right.
I don't know. I want to be friends with you all. No, I can obviously see where he's coming from a little bit. But, when I think that's just the way, it is in this country, and especially if you myself, playing, for one of the biggest clubs in the world who are winning trophies, every single year. And obviously, when I have a price tag on my head that I have, people are gonna want to talk. So it's just something, that I need to, I keep going back to it, saying embracing it, and it's just part and parcel, really. But yeah, I do see where he's coming from a little bit. I was more free, here it's more structured at City. I have a great relationship with the manager. I've said in so many interviews, he's just, I've never seen anything like it, the way he thinks and the way he looks at football. He's just obsessed with it, and, I think you can tell why, and you can see why. But no, I have a good relationship with him. I know people have saying that I might be playing a bit different to the way I used to, but I think that just comes with the players that I'm playing with as well. I play with so many top players, like I just touched on earlier, and it was obviously going to change my game a little bit. I'm never going to be the exact same player that I was, because I'm playing for a different club with a different team and a different manager.